today I want to take you on a journey with me. A journey about liars and why we lie. There are so many reasons why a person lies. Some people lie just to see what will happen, to see people's reactions. Various people do that. Other people lie so that they don't have to deal with the fact that they're not in control. Cancer people do that. Others lie for even more reasons. Some people lie because they don't want you to look at them bad. Pisces people are prone to do that. Other people lie because they want to gain some sort of advantage over you. Taurus people sometimes do that. For the many different reasons why we decide that the best option for us to do is to lie. It baffles me when I think about the lies we tell in relationships. Well, no, it doesn't really baffle me. It used to. Today, I can clearly understand why that happens. Well, there's many reasons, but the main reason is because somebody wants to avoid something bad or that they don't like from happening. So people are lying because there's something that they perceive that is bad that could happen, or something that they don't like, something that will be uncomfortable. So people lie to avoid being uncomfortable about something or losing something, which is another thing that people don't like. Whether it's just or unjust, many times goes out the door when they think about how they are going to feel. People definitely don't like going to jail. So that's definitely something that people will do. People will lie to avoid going to jail. People will lie to avoid losing relationships. People will lie to avoid being exposed for being a liar. But the whole reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I'm thinking about particularly so many times in my past that I've heard people say, why do they have to lie? Why don't they just tell the truth? I'm thinking about that. And as I think about it, I always knew the answer for quite a while anyway. And, thinking about when I was younger and when I thought that I needed to lie as well. A lot of times we don't lie because we want to hurt someone. A lot of times we lie because we want to protect ourselves. Many times in our mind, we're not thinking that we're malicious. Many times in our mind, we're thinking that that's what we need to do. We're somehow in our mind, we twist around the idea of right and wrong, good and bad. And we decide that this decision is the right one. at least for us. And then we ignore the fact that lying is wrong, even though if you ask the same person, you ask that person, do you think lying is wrong? And they will quickly tell you yes, because they don't want to be lied to. Because there's pain involved in being lied to, sometimes extreme pain. But it doesn't seem to matter when it comes to us getting away with something, us and avoiding some sort of pain associated with telling the truth. Now, here's the whole thing. People will say, why don't they just tell the truth? Why don't they just let us know what it is? If they want to be with this person, how come they just don't keep it real? We'll say these things. So now, I have a question for you. When have you ever seen a situation, even though I'm sure they exist, where someone told the truth about something bad or unjust that they have done, and something good came out of that for them? Now, I'm not justifying anything. What I'm doing is explaining the reason why people might be prone to continue to lie, and then cover up that lie with another lie, and then cover up that lie with another lie. Because most people do not have the experience of telling the truth after they've done something wrong, incorrect, deceitful, malicious. They don't have any evidence of telling the truth working out for them, being something that brings them something positive. People don't have any evidence of something like that being positive. See, what I'm dealing with now, what I'm talking about is the incentive for lying, then the incentive for telling the truth. We have many incentives to lie, more incentives to lie than we do to tell the truth. Because when we do tell the truth, the only thing that we see is that we are treated badly, which actually is right. But because people don't like to be treated badly, no one wants to be treated badly. People don't like to feel that way. I remember many times where there was someone that I asked, well, why don't you tell the truth to this person about that? And they just said simply, it's easier this way. Translation, it's less painful for me. It's easier for me. I don't have to feel bad about the things that I did if I lie. So that is a major motivation to lie. Major motivation to lie is because it's easier. It's easier. There's less pain. I know that it's going to hurt if I was to tell these people what I did and what I have been involved with. So it's easier for me just to make another lie, cover up another lie, even destroy another human being. It's easier for me to sacrifice a person. And you can think about so many different lies, like an extremely insidious lie might be, for instance, somebody has a life-threatening disease, sexually transmitted disease, and they decide to lie to everyone and say that they don't have it. and then decide, because they enjoy having unprotected sex, they're going to decide to continue to have unprotected sex, although they have some sort of life-threatening STD or disease. The motive behind it is that they have so much enjoyment from having unprotected sex that if they were to tell even one person the truth, that threatens them having that enjoyment anymore. And because of that, they have decided to sacrifice everyone for their own enjoyment. Or someone who will lie, making a person look bad because they know that that person knows the truth about them, and the fear that that person will tell people about them. So someone will go around creating lies, and this could be so horrifying to this person that people will find out the truth about them, that they will go to a malicious extent, an extreme extent of destroying the person that knows the truth about them. Not because they did anything to them, but simply because they know the truth. And there's a possibility that they could tell it. So in this way, your family members may be inclined to lie on you. In this way, your friends may be inclined to create lies about you. Lies that will cause people to not want to talk to you. And that type of lie has to be the type of lie where you're destroyed, basically. Your relationship people will create those type of lies on you. And the people that make these type of lies do not have a certain type of face. They don't have a certain type of look. They're all kinds. Normal people. When they feel like their reputation is threatened, they get it in their mind that the way to protect their reputation is to destroy yours completely. Whatever they have to do. Sometimes to the point of taking your life. Sometimes to that extent. So, the motive behind it is that it's easier. And that there is no proof that these people have that telling the truth will do anything good for them. It's a selfish position. But who among you has not been selfish, including yourself? And this is the reason why you can also say, who among you has not lied? Also yourself. So when you want to ask, why don't they just tell the truth? Why will they continue to lie? Why don't they just keep it real? Remember your lies. Remember the lies that you've told. Why didn't you keep it real? Why didn't you just tell the truth? It's simply because it was easier. And the truth does not give us any relief when we tell it many times. The truth takes things away from us because of the things that we do that are wrong. Not everyone does things that are so wrong that they feel like they cannot recover from it if they tell the truth about it. Some people are spiritually sound, spiritually inclined, have a conscience, and those people feel more hurt about holding the lie than they do about the pain that will come if they just tell the truth. But the majority of people that are in a bitter place, that are in a hurting position about themselves, that are just extremely hurt, extremely afraid, cowardly, they have no courage, they have no heart, because you can tell, listen, a liar is a coward. A liar is a coward. Point blank, bottom line. So while you're hanging with these liars, and you're one of them as well, I guess that will stop you from feeling like you're a coward, so you might be inclined to continue to deal with them because you're in a coward energy. So therefore, it may make you feel less bad about yourself to be around others that are in that same energy. So there's a reason for being around cowards and liars. If you are around cowards and liars, it's a high possibility that you're one too. Because I'm telling you, energy draws together and pushes apart. Your energy would not be comfortable around a coward and a liar if you were completely opposite of that energy. You wouldn't be comfortable. So now gauge yourself, look at yourself, challenge yourself, deal with yourself, confront yourself about being around cowards and liars, being in relationships with someone who's a coward and a liar, being around family members who are cowards and liars. It may be that you have that same energy inside of you. So this is something to think about and something to deal with. You cannot just continue to live as if you are not who you are. And this is not even a bad thing, because the bottom line is this: you can change. You can do something different, but you cannot do anything different if you don't recognize who exactly you are in that moment. What energy are you operating in now? If you don't recognize that, you can't change anything for the future. Not at all, not even one bit. So stop asking yourself, why don't they tell the truth? I don't understand why they continue to lie. Why don't they just keep it real? You know why. You know why. It's because it's easier that way, and those people don't have any proof that telling the truth after what they've done is going to give them anything good. The only thing that they have proof of is if they tell the truth, they are going to lose. They're going to lose things. They're going to lose people. They're going to lose relationships. They're going to lose self-respect. They're going to lose respect from others. They're going to lose so much. There are so many motivations for a person to create malicious lies and live on them until the day that they die. How many times have you heard that women will take a lie to the grave? They will die with it. And men do the same thing, because they do not want to live with the idea that people know what they've done. They rather die before people know what they've done. So what do we do about this? What's the answer? How do we deal with people that lie? There's only one way, there's only one answer, and that's to recognize the cues. Recognize the people that are lying to us. Pay attention to them. And we can't do that if we are in the energy of lying ourselves. The greatest reason why we get deceived from people that lie is because we are still in that same energy. If we become honest people ourselves and deal with the fact that, yes, we may lose people from what we've done, but we have to be this way. We have to get out of this evil energy, because lying energy is an evil energy. It is a devil energy. And you may think it's not, but every time you tap into that, I'm going to lie to protect myself, you are not acting in a high vibration at all, even if it's a little lie. There's no high vibration in a little lie, in any type of lie. It is deception. It is manipulation. It is taking advantage of people. Every last lie, even the littlest one you can imagine. It is in the energy of taking advantage of people. It is the energy of disrespecting people because you know they don't want to be lied to. It is in the energy of deceiving people because you know they don't want to be lied to. Who amongst you has not lied? Well, you tell me who amongst you has not hurt somebody then. You tell me if you know that there is nobody that you can think of that hasn't lied, then you have to be honest and know that everybody around you has been deceptive and manipulative to somebody. And this is just being honest so that we can see ourselves, so that we can be better. If we do not see ourselves for who we are, we cannot be better. We cannot change. We will not change because there's no motivation to. You need to feel bad about what you've done. Feeling bad about what you've done will stop you from doing it again. Feeling okay about what you've done will keep you in the same energy continuously and maybe absolutely. So, all right, so we've understood that we lie. The reason why people are going to continue to lie to you is because it's easier that way, and because when they tell you the truth, you're just going to leave them, and you might even hurt them. And so why would they tell you the truth? Because they already lied to you. That means they don't really care too much about you. Or either maybe they care about you, but they just care more about themselves. So you have to learn to recognize liars. You have to learn to see the truth cues. And the first step of that is to make sure you are not in that energy. Make sure you recognize what you've done and you heal from that and you don't do that anymore. There are situations where it may be necessary for you to protect yourself with a lie. Even the religious books talk about this. But there's consequences to that too. Just try to treat people good as much as you can. And give God his props as much as you can. And be your authentic self as much as you can. Enjoy your day. And do whatever you do with love.